situation for Donald Trump has gotten even much more disastrous for him. The judge decided to unseal the contents of what happened, what the FBI brought. Not give us the details, but exactly what was in the boxes that the FBI took from Mar-a-Lago. And here it is as follows. 99 magazines, newspapers, press articles, other print material between January of 2017 and August of 2018. Now here is where not a big deal. Who cares? Now, here's where the meat begins. 2 U.S. government documents with confidential confiscating classification markings. 15 government documents with secret classification markings. 7 U.S. documents with top secret classification markings. 69 United States government documents or photographs without classification markings. 43 empty folders with classified banners, and 28 empty folders labeled Return to Staff Secretary Military Aid. This is just going to keep getting worse for Trump, and it's just going to continue to escalate. With the judge probably trying to rule in favor of having a special master, or should I say a Doberman for Donald Trump, to try to slow down the investigation while he or she or they look over the documents. It doesn't matter at all. This shows that Donald Trump had classified information stored in his house. And he is proving exactly what Joe Biden said in his speech about how Trump is a threat to democracy, about how the Trumpers are a threat to democracy. But here's the real problem with all of this. Earlier this week, and I didn't report on this, I found out that it was found out that Donald Trump left classified material in his desk, his unsecured desk, where anyone, a maid or a passerby, a visitor, could go into his desk and grab classified papers. And God knows what was in those classified papers if anyone saw them. Now, you want to scream, huff and holler about Hillary Clinton and the server? He left classified papers, God knows what's on them, at his desk. It's time for Donald Trump to be arrested and indicted immediately. Because Joe Biden was 100% right last night. Donald Trump and his Trumpers are a threat to democracy. No, I'm going to go even further than what he said. Not only is Donald Trump and his followers a threat to democracy, they are a threat to national security. Let me make it absolutely potent for all of you. A clear and present danger to the national security of this country. The Trumpers are, and they are proving it every single day. Every day they scream the election was stolen. Every day they try to say, they keep excusing and pontificating that it isn't a big deal. He had classified papers at his house. It don't make no difference. It isn't a big deal. Yes, it is. You guys wanted to hang Hillary Clinton for a server. Why are you being so lenient with Donald Trump? Is it because it's Donald Trump? Is it because he's your master? Is it because he's made you proud to be Americans again? Or whatever the reason is irrelevant at this point. Donald Trump kept classified papers that weren't declassified. And let me make this clear. One of his own damn lawyers said so. His own lawyer is putting the noose around his neck. The lady lawyer, I forget her name, Biba, Boba, Lauren, whatever crap her name is. She was on ONN News and Fox News and said, well, basically she contradicted herself on both interviews. On one point she says, "No, I've never been in his office." And another interview she says, "Yeah, I've been in the office." Quite honestly, it's gotta stop. The longer this goes on, the greater our national security could possibly be at risk. Make no mistake about what I'm saying here. Trump has done everything he can to put our national security at risk. And why? Because he's trying to be tough, because he was holding on to saying I'm still the president, and here the classified information. I have classified information to prove that I'm still the president. That they trust me with this level of classification, or is he trying to give these papers to someone else outside of this country? Vladimir Putin, perhaps? Kim Jong Un, maybe? But in either case, Donald Trump has proven himself to be a clear and present danger to the national security of this nation, and we need to act in kind. Otherwise, this nation will not exist any longer. Now, I know what I'm saying, and I know a lot of people are going to misconstrue what I say. I'm saying, so I'm going to say it here and now. Donald Trump needs to be arrested, charged, placed in trial, and convicted and imprisoned for the rest of his natural life. That is what I'm saying. So all the Trumpers are who I'm saying who want to try to twist my words around, and you know who you are. I did not say anything about killing him or executing him or hanging him. Although, truth be told, that's probably what should possibly happen after his trial and after the evidence is brought out against him. But this is just one of over half a dozen shitstorms that are crowding in on him right now. We still got the Georgia investigation, that perfect phone call he was trying to get people to overturn the votes. We still got the January 6th investigation that's probably going to close the gap on him soon. We got a couple other investigations that should end his chances of ever becoming president ever again. Forever putting the name Trump in history right next to Benedict Arnold, right next to Lee Harvey Oswald, right next to all the traitors and all the murderers in this country that have ripped this country apart. Make no mistake about this. Donald Trump needs to be arrested, detained, placed on trial, and imprisoned for the rest of his life for treason against the state, for possible treason against for the violations of the National Security Act, violation of the Presidential Records Act, and just for simply being a traitor. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.